Hello, YouTube. How you doing? How you doing? This is Keith Kevin Ken. It's time again for the knife of the day. We're going through the Spydercos first, then we'll go through all the rest of my collection, one knife at a time, one day at a time. Yeah, it's in 4 Pelican cases, 3 1550s, 1 1600. I'm starting with the Spydercos and trying to start with the discontinued knives. We started this daily knife of the day video about 2 months ago, and I'll tell you, I'm really enjoying going through all the knives. It's kind of hard to remember which knives I've actually done because most of these knives I've done during the pocket dump deconstruction, so I have to go through every morning to make sure that I'm not duplicating. This one is not being duplicated, but it is really one of my favorite knives. This is the Spyderco Hungarian folder. Now, online on the Spyderco catalog, usually they have discontinued underneath it or sprint run where you know it's discontinued. This is just sold out. It's discontinued. And so I figured I'd go with this knife today. The Spyderco Hungarian is part of the Spyderco ethnic series of knives, which I really adore. I'll tell you, I know some people don't like them. They go, oh, they're so because they're unique knives. But if you're not familiar with the Spyderco ethnic knife series, what they do is they get a knife creator and they study up on a knife, a centuries old knife, a traditional knife from some community around the world, and then they bring that traditional styling into the 21st century with new knife making techniques. They make them locking knives. Because the traditional knives, most of the traditional knives are fixed knives. This one is a Hungarian knife, and it really represents a traditional folding knife, an Hungarian folding knife. So in this case, it started as a folding knife, and then they reinterpreted it for today. I love the Spyderco ethnic series of knives because you get these great shapes, these wonderful knives. So let's talk about this knife. Let's start with the blade. You know what? Let's start with the handle instead. Oh man, it feels so great in the hand. This is a very thin handle. Very thin. Now when the blade comes, a lot of the blade is outside of the handle when it's closed. But when it's open, I love that it's very thin handle. Stainless steel bolsters, full stainless steel bolsters. Stainless steel liners, full stainless steel liners as well. And then what I think Spyderco does better than any other knife, this is my opinion, obviously. Hey, every video on the Keith Kevin Kid channel is my opinion. But they do polished G10 so well. I mean, it's G10, but when it's polished, it feels like a luxury scale. I have a lot of their knives with polished G10, and it feels so good. This is exactly that. It's black G10, polished, very smooth. And what I like about the production of these knives, almost all of the ethnic series knives are limited editions. I mean, they're not sprint runs like 1,000, but they know that these aren't going to sell like a Delica or an Endura or a Paramilitary 2. These are pretty much collector knives, but I'll tell you, about 75% of them can be used every day as an EDC knife. This can be used as an EDC knife. I love that it's simple construction, see-through construction, easy to clean. The clip, well, the clip is the only thing I'm not thrilled about, but man, it just melts in your hand. You don't feel it at all. You can only get this clip, only right hand tip up only. That's it. Again, they're preserving the look of this knife, so they only have the clip right hand tip up. Of course, left hand, easy to open, given that the spidey hole off that blade comes up pretty much, and given that the handle is so thin that you have access to these blades. The blade, it is a smooth blade. It is smooth. The D10 is excellent, and it is smooth. It has a liner lock, as you can see, with jimping on it. Sturdy liner lock. It's just well done. Here's another thing, and when Spyderco does this, they do it so well. All the edges are rounded. So it just slips in your hand, and it is a beautiful thing. Now, the clip works real well. I just wish they do a different clip on it, but that's okay. This works for me. I like that they're preserving, not putting all the holes all over the place. Now, if you're a lefty, you could care less about the holes. You'd love to have at least left tip up. Oh, look at it. It's just beautiful. Let's talk about that blade. It's full flat ground, so man, is this a slicer. Very nice slicer. 3.6 inches. It's not a small knife. 3.6 inch blade. CTS XHP steel, good steel. CTS XHP steel. You know, that 3.6 inches, a lot of it is 3.3 inch for the cutting edge. No jimping at all going into it. But man, it melts so much in your hand. I know people are big jimping fanatics, just like I'm a big forward choil fanatic, right? But no jimping on this one. When you have it full open, we're talking 8.5 inches. Man, this is a nice knife. If you can find the Spyderco Hungarian, it's out there on the secondary market. It's not rare. When you find one, grab it. It is a really nice knife. Nice every day. It hangs great in the pocket. It doesn't take up too much room. CTS XHP steel, great steel, flat ground. 4.4 ounces. But I tell you, maybe it's because of the form factor that it just feels lighter. You know, it's thin, it's smooth, it just, oh, it's really a nice knife, as you can tell. This, my friends, is part of the Spyderco Ethnic series. You'll see a number of the other Ethnic series knives as we go through this series. But this is one of my favorites. It's the Spyderco Hungarian folder. It's sold out. It's discontinued. But you can find them on the secondary market, and usually in very good conditions. I was lucky enough, well, I bought this a long time ago, but lucky enough to get it brand new. And I'll tell you, that smooth G10 with those stainless bolsters just make it a special knife. Again, not a small knife, but fits nice and thin in your pocket. I want to put it up against the paramilitary and the military so that you can get a feel for the size of it next to those very popular knives. That's it. If you love the Blade of the Day series, thumb it up, show it some love. Let me know that you really want me to continue going through the collection knife by knife, day by day. You can share this. Yeah, just share the link. Also, subscribe. We're still trying to hit our 2,000 subscriber goal. I don't know if we'll ever hit 2,000 subscribers. That's cool. But that's the goal that we've set. And also, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of the videos. Hey, you guys, you have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.